Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another Overwatch speed build. So in this one I'm building a pair of trailers for Junkrat and Roadhog, because, well, I figured they would be living together, and Roadhog is Junkrat's bodyguard after all, so yeah, why not? And I built them, these trailers, because I thought about it for a bit, and I considered building them like a house, but then I realized they probably wouldn't have a house. They're criminals after all. Thought about just making them live in a tent of some sort, but maybe not. So I don't know how I came up with the trailer idea, but I did, so here we are, I suppose. And I am really happy with how this turns out, and I was really looking forward to this. I just struggled for a while trying to figure out what to do, but I think it works out pretty well in the end. So I'm just building these trailers. They're not very special or anything, but they're kind of cute in a way. I made them crazy colors because I assume Junkrat just decided to go paint them in crazy colors. That's just, I see Junkrat as this very crazy person, mostly, but I also have a feeling he would be very creative, so I don't know. We have him paint the trailers into strange colors, because why not? Just fencing off the entire lot, because I figured it would be fun. I assume they don't want strangers walking into the place. I would have put in a fence, but I don't know, I wasn't really feeling putting in not a fence. I was thinking about putting in a gate, but I wasn't feeling like putting in a gate. So yeah, no gate. But I remembered the mailbox and trash can, so that's good. Just thinking here about what I wanted to do inside, and I remembered that we have this kind of worn out wallpaper from the City Living pack, and then this kind of flooring from the Outdoor Retreat pack that I don't usually use because I'm not a big fan of it. But yeah, I got to use a lot of the items and patterns and things that I don't usually use for this, because I wanted everything to look kind of run down, like maybe they stole these trailers. They were left behind in the Australian outback after the Omnium was blown up or whatever. And they just kind of tried to make what they could of it and tried to build a home somehow. So yeah, again, kitchen, all the City Living really, really used and worn out items that I'm not a big fan of. I kind of wish we just got a new kitchen set, like worn out, sure, but why did it have to be the same as we had before? I don't know. But yeah, why not? I'm happy I get to use them sometimes anyways. And just a table that doesn't look great. It also kind of looks worn out. Putting in a table, I figured let's put in 3 chairs instead of 4, as if they stolen those 3 chairs and they didn't have, I don't know, enough hands to bring a 4th one. I don't know. Then I ended up moving it, and it actually worked out really well that there were only 3 chairs instead. A big fancy TV, because I don't know, I assumed they would steal a TV at some point. And changing out the chairs a little bit. Same thing here, you'll see. I'll put in a pretty fancy carpet. I assume they stole that as well. Basically, they have a lot of worn out stuff and things that maybe scavenged from like junkyards or whatever. And then some stuff that I assume they've just stolen. But why would you go to the effort of stealing a chair? I mean, we're talking about Junkrat here. He's stolen the crown jewels. He'll steal the fancy things like a big TV and I should see here a clock, apparently from some tower, I assume. But he wouldn't steal chairs, that would be boring. So yeah, oh, and a PC. He's on a really fancy PC as well. But yeah, when I was building this, I was thinking, you know, Junkrat is the crazy mastermind that steals everything, and Roadhog is his bodyguard that's maybe a little more rational, if that makes any sense. So you'll see, especially when we get to the bedrooms, the Roadhog's bedroom is pretty normal and simple, while Junkrat's is a little bit more crazy and all over the place. Because, you know, this is the main trailer. You see we have like kitchen, dining, living, whatever. And in this trailer we have not Junkrat's, Roadhog's bedroom. And then the other trailer is kind of Junkrat's place. It has his workshop, I suppose, and his bedroom as well. And that's kind of where all the crazy stuff is. I put in this cat painting because I like it. I haven't used it enough lately. I don't know why, but I felt like it could maybe fit in this build. Yeah. I was trying to figure out what to put in. And here I just stopped putting in some random items because I felt like we needed random items. Again, a lot of things I don't usually use. The pig, I don't know what, the Day of the Dead doll thingy. A random, some random phases or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of random things in here that I don't usually use, but I felt like it worked for them. It's a crazy build, and it's a lot of fun to do. If you ever get stuck on what to do, just try to think of something of like a crazy character and just build them something. It's fun. So this is the main bathroom, I suppose. I wanted to put in a bath, but it didn't really fit. I considered putting in just a normal towel thingy, but that was too normal, so I put in a treasure chest. Because who doesn't have a treasure chest in the bathroom, right? I assume Junkrat put it there, because why not? Maybe he thinks it's a good place to hide things. I have no idea. So, yeah, this is Roadhog's bedroom. And again, this one is kind of almost normal. You'll see a lot of kind of worn out stuff, and these are kind of thrown together, but I've still gotten the colors to match, which I probably shouldn't have, thinking of it now, but I did anyway, so yeah. You got some really fancy curtains in there. I don't know. It's an interesting build. This bedroom is fairly simple. There's a pig thingy because, you know, Roadhog. Yes, I assume Junkrat would like stealing a ice cream sign. And I put in a spider because, I don't know, I saw it and I was thinking, yes, there were supposedly in Australia, why would there not be a spider? I don't know, weird thoughts. Putting some random lights in there, and then we get to the, I guess, crazy trailer, sort of. I just used the same wall and floor patterns because I couldn't think of anything else to do, really. So of course Junkrat got a workbench to build things on, and I thought, you know what, again, I think he's pretty creative. So, because he cannot build explosives and all that, he would maybe have an easel and do some painting as well. I actually put one of the wall mural things in his bedroom that I got him to do before I took screenshots. So, there's also some big art in his bedroom. I don't know why, but I just feel like he would be quite creative. So, yeah. Putting in a really fancy chair again, like this is the most random place you'll see. Just looking at all the wall decals that I put up and all that kind of makes me go, okay, crazy. But at the same time, he has a really fancy, comfy chair because I assume he would run on. And he would not take no for an answer. He would not allow not having a fancy chair, I think. We put in a chemical thingy because, again, you know, he wants to blow things up and make grenades. It doesn't work like that in The Sims, and I'm not sure you could use it because I'm pretty sure it's one of the get to work career items. But yeah, and whereas Roadhog has kind of a rundown bedroom, Junkrat has all the fancy things in his bedroom because Junkrat. And when I say fancy, I don't necessarily mean fancy. I mean, this table is not very fancy. I consider going fancier, but I kind of also wanted to go with like a red and orange theme to work with, kind of just to remind me of fire and explosions, but very simply said. But yeah, here's I started struggling with the clock because it takes up quite a bit of space, and I don't know, like it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. And of course, those are supposedly the crown jewels, right? But yeah, I was kind of struggling and putting random things in there, and I ended up deleting this big clock and putting in a wall mural instead because I just thought he would like one. I think I pulled out the garage door that was already painted, and I realized, you know what, nope. So I put that there. There was some things in front of it, so I figured I'd check if it still worked, and it worked, so that's great. I'm putting in a console real quick, and then putting some random decorations in Junkrat's room. And then we're in the yard or garden or whatever you want to call it. And of course, again, Australian outback, blah blah, barbecue. I mean, I don't have to explain this, I think. And then I just started putting in a lot of random items, which some of which I just delete because it wasn't really working too well anyways. Lots of terrain paint as well. And just putting in some random places of, I guess, greenery, some landscaping. I assume they've just had these trailers standing there for quite a while. So, you know, some things have grown around it. Because why not? I don't know. Just the way I thought it would be. Yeah, as I said, pulling out a lot of just kind of random things. Some of them look really fancy, some of them not so much. Yeah, putting in a sign because, again, why not? And this, I think, is where I realized, okay, we need to actually put in landscaping as well, because otherwise this just looks weird, kind of. Which I guess it kind of is, and maybe I shouldn't have put in so much landscaping, but even though I want it to look weird, I also kind of want it to look nice. Because, I don't know, that's just the way I like building. I'm sure if you want it to look stranger, you just take out the landscaping and everything just gets a lot weirder again. Yeah, putting in rocks and the terrain paint with the landscaping helps it look, I don't know, better, I suppose. So you'll see me do that every single time. Yeah, we have an armor thingy, soldier thingy, next to Junkrat's trailer because it's supposedly guarding it, I guess, sort of. I don't know. Moving the table because I thought it would be better on that side, and I'm putting an umbrella thingy over the hot tub, which I assume they've also somehow stolen, even though it's really big, but I'm sure they could pull it off. But then we had this really big open space in the middle where I considered putting in some more landscaping, but that just felt weird, so I didn't. And again, just random things that I'm assuming Junkrat stole. And I actually end up putting a fire pit in the middle. I don't remember when I thought of it, but I did. There we go. And I put a park bench with it because, again, they steal things. They stole the park bench, guys. Making sure to put in the right lights, and then that will be pretty much it. Oh yeah, finishing off quickly this bathroom because there was space for a bathroom. Yeah, putting in another light, and screenshots. So yeah, this is, I don't know, an interesting build. It was fun to do, definitely. And yeah, if you want to download this, there's a link in the description, as always. Let me know what you want to see me build next. And that is it, so I will talk to you next time. Bye guys!